Hi guys, how are you all? This is FJ What If? Today we are going to discuss about what if Naruto was Madara's grandson part 4. Before start the episode, please like and subscribe my channel. Chapter 04, Training begins. 1 year later. 1 year has passed since Naruto found who his father was and training couldn't be going better, with the help of the Kyuubi. Naruto was now 6 years old and he was never caught by the villagers except if there was a trained shinobi among them then Naruto managed to fool him to escape. Kyuubi had Naruto training primarily in chakra control, since one of the benefits of having a tailed beast sealed inside of a human is that it gave that person ungodly amounts of chakra and almost unending stamina. However, if you mix the Kyuubi with what you might call the Uzumaki bloodline, it wasn't exactly a bloodline, but many members called it the tailless beast curse. Members of the Uzumaki clan had unmatched amounts of chakra. The regular chunin of the Uzumaki clan had same amount of a cage. Naruto was only 6 years old, but already had enough chakra to match most jonin. However, with so much chakra, control was extremely difficult. In the beginning, any jutsu that Naruto tried, he overwhelmed it with chakra, causing it to fail, or blow up in his face. The first jutsu that Naruto learned was Henge no Jutsu that allowed Naruto to change its appearance. Naruto actually asked the Hokage for him to teach him. Flashback 1 year ago. Hey old man, call you teach man the henge? Naruto asked. Why do you want to learn it? Can't you wait for the academy to start? The Hokage asked, to which Naruto replied, ever since I found out who my father was, I want to train and grow stronger, but I need to enter the library and I can't, because they think of me as the Kyuubi. The Hokage lowered his head, ashamed he couldn't convince the villagers or protect Naruto. I'm sorry Naruto, I tried my best to protect you, he said. No worries, just teach it to me. It will help me to get into the library and not get expelled from stores too. Naruto said. Okay, it's very simple. The hand seals are dog boar ram, then you release chakra to cover your body and think of the image you want, the Hokage said, in which Naruto tried to transform into the Hokage and the result was, I don't even know what it was. Go train now, I have work to do, the Hokage said. Okay, thank you, catch you later, he replied. End flashback. With Henge at his side, his life got significantly better. Although he hated to pretend to be someone else, with the henge he managed to enter the library and go to stores and get good food for normal prices. What surprised him was that the villagers were actually friendly and good persons. The hate for the Kyuubi simply clouded their judgment. Naruto promised that one day, he would get their acknowledgement, and if couldn't, at least they would respect his power. He wouldn't want to make people fear him, but it would better than discard him like trash. Even though Naruto wouldn't have access to the shinobi section of the library since he was a civilian, he decided to try and henge into one the shinobi. It worked like clockwork. The secretary didn't have shinobi training, so she couldn't detect Naruto's henge. He searched the shinobi section and found what he wanted: Introduction to Chakra Control, Basics of Chakra, and even read a few scrolls for the basic forms of Taijutsu Academy Taijutsu. One of the best things he could ever hope for was his Sharingan. Even though for now his Sharingan still had one tomo in each eye. Anytime he found any shinobi in the training's grounds, he watched with his Sharingan to try and learn what he could. Even though the Sharingan was in its first level, he could see glimpses of a few jutsus. After watching a spar between two chunin, Naruto managed to copy the Koerami no Jutsu. Naruto decided one night to sneak around the village into the Namikaze compound. Naruto bit his finger to draw blood and pressed it against the main gates. There was a puff of smoke and the gate unlocked. The compound itself was small, much smaller than that of the Hyugas or the Ukkas. He first thought of moving into the compound, but he couldn't let anyone see him, so he decided to wait until he revealed who he was. Looking around the compound, it had 5 rooms, 3 bathrooms, 3 living rooms, and a couple storage rooms. But the biggest room was the library. It had tons of scrolls of taijutsu, ninjutsu, and a few genjutsu, books and fuinjutsu written by his father and from Uzumaki clan, including kenjutsu. There were journals and diaries of the clan. His father must have collected what he found about the clan and stored it here, along with his mother, since she also was the last of her clan. After searching, Naruto decided to open a few scrolls until he found his father's personal taijutsu style. The Namikaze were never a shinobi clan, they were only civilians. Minato hoped to start his clan along with the Uzumaki and Konoha. Minato never actually named his style, but it appeared to a mix between Hyuga's gentle fist style with the Ukka's interceptor fist, which relied in the Sharingan. The style was based in predicting and avoiding the enemy's attacks with fast counter-attacks to the enemy's pressure points. One strike was all it was necessary to disable arms, legs and even paralyze completely or kill the enemy. It was similar to gentle fist style of the Hyugas. Instead of attacking Tenketsu, chakra points, it focused pressure points. Naruto's training program was killer. With the help of the Kyuubi to guide him, he started in the morning and worked all day long so that after sleep, he could start again next day. One fateful day, Kyuubi forbade Naruto of his constant ramen eating, forcing him to eat vegetables and balanced diet. It was a dark day. Along with his training, Naruto also wore weights to increase his muscle mass and speed. Only a couple of pounds, so it wouldn't stunt his growth. He was 6 years old after all, but he was already at level of a genin, except he couldn't the Bushin no Jutsu. The minimum amounts of clones he could was 100, which wasn't very helpful when Naruto only wanted 1. At least it would confuse the enemy to no end. The first weapon that Naruto decided to learn was the bow. He read about it in a book, and since the Hokage was master with this type of weapon, he asked if he could borrow a few scrolls. Currently Naruto always had with him a wooden bow. To anyone else it was simply a piece of wood. However, Naruto was a level 2 bow master, 205 at 6 years old. The biggest development Naruto had was his tactical mind. Maybe it was having a fox sealed in him, which made Naruto extremely cunning and skillful in traps. Combining this with a mind of a prankster, the next few years would be dark times for Konoha. One day Naruto was walking through the village. Since his hand wasn't up, he got the usual glares and the occasional empty bottle thrown at him, which he simply dodged. Naruto was going for his weekly ramen meal. The Kyuubi allowed Naruto to eat a ramen meal twice a week, which is better than none at all. Stupid fox and his vegetables, he thought. Ungrateful brat. If you eat only ramen, you will become a midget. You need a proper diet to grow, said the Kyuubi. In the last year, Naruto and Kyuubi have grown closer. As close as a human and a fox can, after you ignore the constant bickering and death threats. They both liked and respected each other. Fine, I get it, furball, Naruto replied and continued walking to his ramen stand. Naruto was walking, not really paying attention to anything around him, until he heard a couple kids arguing about something. Getting curious, he looked closer. He found 3 kids around the age of 10, most likely academy students, that were messing with a little girl. She looked like she was his age. She had neck-length, dark blue hair and white eyes, trademark of the Hyuga clan. Deciding to help her, he ran up to them. Hey, leave her alone, Naruto said, trying to get thugs away from the girl. Oh, a kid playing hero. Get lost before we hurt you too, they said, which made Naruto jump in front of them, shielding the girl. Deciding to prove his point, he adopted his bow-style defensive stance. His left leg slightly ahead of his right, knees bent, both hands grasping his wooden bow in a downward position. /N, iron stance. He's trying to scare us. Let's teach him a lesson, they said, and pushed forward. One of boys sent his right arm forward, trying to punch Naruto. Naruto simply used his bow to strike the boy's hand out of the way. Naruto then flipped his bow, sending a strike to the boy's chin, like an uppercut. Another boy tried to punch Naruto, to which he ducked and using his bow stroked the boy's leg, making him stumble forward, to which Naruto kneed the boy hard in the stomach, leaving him in the ground in pain. Naruto turned to the last boy, who froze his attacks after seeing his friends effortlessly defeated. Picking up his friends, he decided to run away before he also got hurt. Naruto, turning to see the girl, asked, "Are you okay?" "I'm fine, TT, thank you," the girl stuttered. Naruto didn't know if she was afraid of him, but he guessed she was just shy. "No problem, I'm Uzumaki." "Naruto, what's your name?" he asked. Hyuga Hinata, she replied, looking at her savior. Even though she was still young, she couldn't help but to blush and look down. Naruto was 6 years old but was quite a good-looking young man. "Come on, let me help you up," he said, grabbing her hand and pulling her up gently. He noticed that she didn't have the cage bird seal in her forehead. He remembered hearing the Hyuga heiress was his age, meaning that the girl in front of him was heiress to the Hyuga clan. She was pretty much Konoha's little princess. "Hey, I'm going to lunch at Akirakas, wanna come?" he asked, to which Hinata slowly nodded. They walked together, and Hinata, seeing how the villagers glared at Naruto, wondered why. The walk was calm. They didn't talk much since Hinata was terribly shy. Arriving to the stand, Naruto ordered chicken ramen for both of them. "Oh, Naruto, is this your girlfriend?" a young girl from behind the counter asked in a teasing manner. Her name was Ayame. She was in her teens, she had brown hair and eyes and a pretty face. She was wearing simple clothes and had a white apron. "And no, nothing like that. We just met a couple minutes ago," he replied, blushing a bit. Even though he just met her, he could see that she was actually quite pretty and she would grow up to become a very beautiful woman. Hinata didn't say anything, she just blushed really hard and looked away so that no one could see her. They talked a bit during their meal. When they were finishing the food, a Hyuga member appeared and looked at Hinata. His name was Ko, a branch member and Hinata's bodyguard. "Hinata-sama, there you are. Your father is waiting for you," he said, taking Hinata's hand and starting to leave. "Bye Naruto-kun, it was nice to meet you," she said, to which Naruto gave her foxy grin and looked at his meal to finish it. "Looks like you got yourself a little vixen," the Kyuubi said, chuckling. "She's not my girlfriend," Naruto thought, getting angry. "You say that now, but I'll see in a couple of years," the Kyuubi said, chuckling. "Perverted fox," he thought. After he finished the meal, he paid for it and left to his training. Few weeks later, Naruto was walking to his home. He had just finished his training and it was like any other day, painful. He was sore all over. During the last few weeks he increased his taijutsu training and started with weapons. He could now use kunai and shuriken with deadly accuracy, and with the Sharingan he picked it up quickly. During his training he managed to level up his Sharingan to level 2. Naruto now had 2 black tamis in each eye, and he was very proud of himself. He heard rumors of the Uchiha clan prodigy that managed to fully master the Sharingan at the age of 8. Naruto said that he was going to fully mature it even sooner, and as fate would have it, Naruto didn't know how right he was. During his walk home, he sensed 2 chakra signatures moving quietly through the woods. Placing 2 fingers in the ground and focusing in their chakra, he found that one of those chakra signatures belonged to his friend Hinata he met a few weeks ago. Wondering what she was doing this later in the day, he went in search of her. When he arrived near both of them, he saw a shinobi. It was a Kumo shinobi from his headband. He recognized this shinobi. It was the Kumo's ambassador for the new alliance between Konoha and Kumo. He noticed that he was carrying a bag in his back, to which Naruto, sensing Hinata's chakra, knew she was being kidnapped. Quickly throwing a couple of shurikens at the shinobi, easily deflected them all and faced the attacker and was surprised. It was a small kid. "Hey kid, leave before I kill you. I am Jonin, you are no match for me," he man arrogantly said. But it was true, Naruto was Genin level, and he couldn't match a Jonin's power. However, Naruto was cunning. He knew that he needed to alert someone to come and help. "Naruto, switch with me, I'll send a fireball to the sky to alert the Anbu." Naruto agreed and switched with the Kyuubi. The Kyuubi quickly went through a few seals, looked at the sky and yelled, "Katan, Gaokekyu no Jutsu, fire style, fireball technique." The Kumo shinobi was impressed. A 6-year-old performing a C-rank fire technique, he shouldn't have chakra for that. Naruto just knew that he had to stall the man and activated his Sharingan. He didn't care if his secret got out as long Hinata stayed safe. The Kumo shinobi decided to engage and quickly kill the kid to leave before reinforcements arrived. The Kumo shinobi threw a couple shurikens and yelled, "Shuriken cage, Bushin no Jutsu." The shuriken multiplied to a few dozens. Naruto couldn't deflect them all and jumped to the left, to which the enemy was waiting, and kicked him hard in the stomach, and punched in the face. Naruto crashed into a tree and fell to the ground, clutching his stomach in pain. The Kumo shinobi walked to Naruto thinking he just won, after all it was just a small kid. Then he noticed his eyes, they were the Sharingan, and he thought, an Uchiha rescuing a Hyuga, how ironic, but still I'll take him too. 2 bloodlines are better than 1, and the Sharingan is one of the most powerful. The shinobi went to grab Naruto by the neck but stumbled forward when he noticed it was a Bushin. Naruto took this opportunity, removing his weights and channeling a bit of the Kyuubi's chakra his body couldn't take much right now, charged in a burst of speed to the shinobi with a kunai in his hand and pressing his kunai against the man's chest, effectively killing him. The Kumo shinobi wondered how it happened. How could a kid this age be so fast and defeat him? And then he noticed his blood-red eyes with 3 black tamis in each eye glowing and spinning. The shinobi fell to the ground dead. Naruto knew he just killed the enemy and it was his first kill. Even though he was ashamed of what he did, he needed to do it. The man wouldn't leave without Hinata and he had to protect her. Growing up alone made Naruto overprotective. He would fearlessly jump and destroy another village to protect his friends. Since he never had any, the few he has he would give his life to protect. Getting up slowly he stumbled a bit forward, looked like that kick broke a few ribs. Walking to Hinata he opened the bag and Hinata saw her savior for the second time. It was the blonde kid she met a few weeks ago. She then quickly jumped and hugged and started crying. "Ush, it's okay. You are safe now, I won't let anyone hurt you," he whispered to her to comfort her. She was hugging him when the reinforcements arrived led by Hyuga Hayashi, Hyuga clan leader, and he saw what happened. Apparently the demon brat killed the Kumo shinobi and saved his daughter. He walked to Naruto yanking him from Hinata. "Stay away from her, even thought I appreciate what you did, I would like if kept your distance from her," Hayashi said in cold and hard tone. Grabbing Hinata's hand and leaving he said, "You are still weak, you are too soft," and almost ended up being kidnapped. "You are unworthy of being the heir of the clan," he said and left without even letting Hinata say goodbye to Naruto. The Hokage arrived a few minutes later, and the Anbu told him what happened. His eyes widened when he noticed it was Naruto who saved Hinata, and managed to kill the Kumo shinobi. "Naruto, are you alright? How are you feeling?" the Hokage asked concerned. The first kill was the hardest and sometimes broke shinobi and ended their career before it even started. "I'm alright, only a couple of broken ribs, but the fur ball will take care of that. Even though I feel bad that I killed him, I knew it was the only option. I knew I needed to delay him as much as I could and if opportunity presented itself kill him. So don't worry about me. It's the life of the shinobi after all," Naruto said with a weak smile that the Hokage caught. "I understand, Naruto. Don't worry, tomorrow come see me, I'll give you the payment of a B rank mission for this," the Hokage said, ruffling his hair, and Naruto nodded and started to walk home. Even though he killed a man tonight, he managed to save Hinata and actually he broke the Uka's prodigy record. "Looks like I got my Sharingan matured at age 6 inches, he said to himself, chuckling as he went home to a long night of sleep. End of chapter 4.